Hey everyone, Mark Hespin here in the Fox, Illinois newsroom. It is Super Bowl week. We've made it. We're going to be doing content, a daily video on YouTube all week long leading up to Super Bowl 59 here, of course, on Fox, Illinois. I want to jump into today's topic, 57 versus 59. So obviously this is the rematch, right, of Super Bowl 57 2 years ago, February 12th, 2023. The Chiefs beat the Eagles 38-35 in Arizona. 17 points scored in the fourth quarter of that game, if you remember. Patrick Mahomes was terrific, 3 touchdown passes, nearly perfect passer rating. And so I want to look back. I spent some time and I said, what is really different about 57 versus 59? Because there's a lot of same names, right? Mahomes and Hurts, Sirianni, and Andy Reid. Obviously, Travis Kelce's the same. You have Juju Smith-Schuster for the Chiefs. You have Kareem Hunt. You have Isaiah Pacheco. You have Kenneth Gainwell. There's a lot of same guys. The offensive line for the Eagles, a lot of similarities. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, but what are some differences? So I want to break down the 3, to me, biggest things that are different feeling and actually different for Super Bowl 59 versus 57. So let's jump in at number 3. For Super Bowl 57, this was an old defensive line for Philadelphia. Remember, that defensive line had Ndamukong Suh, Fletcher Cox. They got 0 sacks on Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl 57. This is a new defensive line for Philadelphia. Jalen Carter, Davis, obviously Jordan Davis. Now, Jordan Davis played in that game, but he's developed into what he is now 2 years later, and you add in Jalen Carter. This is a much more aggressive, youthful, in their prime, at their peak powers defensive line for Philadelphia. They're going to need to be big. 0 sacks of Mahomes in Super Bowl 57. I have a feeling that won't be the case for Super Bowl 59. To me, that's one of the 3 biggest differences in this game. The old D-line for Philly in 57, the new, young, impressive D-line for Philly in Super Bowl 59. Number 2, the running game. In Super Bowl 57, if you look back at the box score, it'll blow you away to realize that Jalen Hurts was the leading rusher for Philadelphia, 15 carries, 70 yards, 3 touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco was the leading rusher for the Chiefs. Now, Pacheco has been a part of the Chiefs' run game since coming back from injury early in the year, but 5 carries, 12 yards against the Bills. It's really all about Kareem Hunt. He's led the Chiefs in rushing in both of their playoff wins. 8 carries, 44 yards and a touchdown, and then 17 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown the last 2 weeks in the postseason. And obviously for Philadelphia, it's all about Saquon Barkley. The running backs for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 57, Gainwell, Sanders, and Scott, 17 carries, 45 yards. Let that settle in. Saquon Barkley last week had 15 carries, 118 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So a massive difference for Philadelphia. The run game for Philadelphia completely has transformed this offense. This Philadelphia offense is an offense that relied on Jalen Hurts to run the ball 15, 70, and 3 touchdowns. Now, Jalen Hurts can still do that. But when you add on the fact that the 3 running backs combined for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 57 are a third of what the numbers that Saquon has put up by himself so far in this Super Bowl run, that's a huge, huge difference. The running game completely different for Philadelphia. And I would argue different-ish for Kansas City as well. It's not Pacheco, but it'll be Kareem Hunt, who's kind of the bell cow back for them. And then finally, the number one thing is the offensive identity for Philadelphia. And this goes to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts in Super Bowl 57 threw the ball 38 times. Because he had to, because he was the offense. Remember, he was an MVP type of candidate. Everyone was talking about him as a possible MVP in that year. It was all about Jalen Hurts. He was the entire offense. It's completely different now. In the 3 playoff wins for Philadelphia so far this playoff run, he's thrown the ball 21 times, 20 times, and 28 times. He threw the ball 38 times in Super Bowl 57. You're not going to see that out of Jalen Hurts if the Eagles win this game. If the Eagles win this game and compete in this game, he'll be much more in that 20, 21, 28 pass attempts versus the 38 that he had in Super Bowl 57. To me, that's the biggest difference. Saquon, the offensive identity. This is a Philadelphia Eagles team that's not reliant on Jalen Hurts to run the ball 15 times, throw the ball 38 times, and try to be their entire offense. Can't wait for Super Bowl 59, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, right here on Fox, Illinois. You want more Super Bowl coverage and fun stuff from me? Follow me on all social media at Mark Hespin, MarkHespen, mainly Twitter/X. We have a lot of fun there. We'll post more videos throughout the week right here on the Fox, Illinois YouTube page.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to watch more videos from Fox, Illinois.